Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. My name is Deb Rosick, and today we are playing Valheim, the outstanding survival and crafting game from Iron Gate. We started a little bit late today, a little bit of real life intruding, so apologize if you've been waiting. Anyway, here we go. When last we left you, the new base building had a roof put on it. You can see that's here. Let's see if people are trying to sleep. It might be, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening here. Okay. Our fire has burnt down quite a ways. So let's get that replenished. Yes. Not gonna have enough resin, are we? Not quite. Take a peek outside our walls. Oh yeah, we got some visitors out there. Well, those guys don't concern me very much. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. That's a little larger group. But they might batter their way around on the outer walls. They won't get through. Food. Okie dokie. Got a lot more building to do, and we need a lot more wood to be gathered. So, we can go out and try to take care of some of that. Try to get some of these walls built a little bit. Right. First thing I'm going to do is work on filling in some of the missing beams in between. Not really necessary from a structural standpoint. I'm going to want a door down here at some point. I have to decide where to put it exactly. But having all these extra beams put in will provide us with a little bit of redundancy and a very consistent visual style from the outside. Yeah, I'll have to line up all these doors. One is tempted to maybe try and make most of them line up to the outer doors. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's nice. Oh, I used up the last bit of wood we had. Okay. The other thing we're going to do here, let's hide our death tokens. Not trying to cover that up, but they block the view of the map. So, other reason for doing that is that we want to be able to have a lot of extra pieces that require breakage in a strange sort of way, because it means that we're less likely to have a wall completely collapse. when parts of it break. Let's head down to the old place, start our process of burying materials up here. Should maybe cut a road through here so we can just follow along the trail. All right. Sure helps if don't run out of stamina. The server's been very active. A lot of players joining and having adventures. You could be too. I may be doing some work a little bit later to increase the population capacity of the server beyond the standard 10 players. That sounds like a brute. It is. See those red eyes? Yeah. This bridge has certainly paid for itself. The time invested has saved countless other time in crossing through that space. I think it's about time to retire this whole thing. There are other workable spaces around that are serving a similar role, and somebody might want to build up here. I'm pretty sure that no one's been up there very much because that loose piece of wood's been sitting there for a long time. Looks like our little portal here has now been connected. There is a portal hub that's being created at a community site, and it's primarily going to be connecting players from their personal locations to the various important locations such as boss sites and the traders that trade in gold and give you important information, important equipment. Okay. I'm going to grab certain items that don't weigh very much here. Let me unload this for a minute. Try to empty a number of these boxes so that we're talking about fewer trips between the places. Stones. Let's see, can I take both of those? Yes, I can. I take all the arrows? Yes, I can. Okay. Don't really need any of that. Food will come in handy when I have spaces for all of it. And then we'll take some wood. And that is too much. And let's see, we can do a little bit better than that. Nope, not that much. A little bit less. Let's see, I think 3 maybe? Not quite. One more. Okay. Those fires need to be replenished too. Okay, quick run back. Another one down here. We'll make 2 quick runs and get the wood located there. And then we'll get building again. You know, I've been thinking. Yes, I can jump across this space, but it would sure be handy if it wasn't necessary. About right here. Well, no, now don't fall in the water. Okay. That's tidy, isn't it? Didn't even have to put a pole down. Yeah. Okay. So once again, I'll zoom in on the map. You run to one end. And you put down a dot. Run to the other end. And you put down another dot. Then you put one in the middle, approximately. Well, you could just eyeball that. And call that another little bridge. Great. Every little bit of stamina saved is also time saved. So, that's to the advantage. I'm going to put a marker on the map. Doesn't really mean anything. There. And the purpose of that is to give me a point to aim for. And then about the time I get to that point, I should be able to see the cabin on the mini-map. Then I can switch my aim to there. And there we go. Okay. Finish what I was working on here. Oh, out of what? Okay. Let's put some of this out here. I realized that I'm probably not going to be able to move all this stuff because I'm taking it from a much larger storage at the other end and trying to fit all that into a smaller storage space here. And that's probably just not going to go. So, definitely need to bring some more storage into play. Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting arrows in with the food. That tells you something right there. Okay, let's head back for one more trip. Or better yet, let's collect more wood locally. I meant to cut these trees down anyway. After we take care of these mooks over here. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Okay. As usual, one of the great things about cutting down these small trees is they open up your view into the forest around you. So it's harder for creatures to pop out of that forest with a surprise. Like the skeleton here. Yeah. Surprise. Okay. I'm full. Okay. Let us continue. We'll start putting in the wall pieces. I think I will tentatively place a door there. Means I can break out this little edging piece. And I definitely have a door there. No, I think I'll put the door here. Okay, leave that one open for a second. Let's see. Do I have enough for any chests? I can make several. Okay. Let's see. I'll put stones in this one. And I'll put resin in that guy. And I'll put probably hides over there. So you know what? I'll make this one feathers and other creature parts. Move some things around here. Let's see, stones, feathers, resin, eyes, creature parts. Carrying too much? What are you talking about? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Move all this stuff out. Gotta watch your stamina when you're moving like this. Now watch this. Oh, it didn't happen. Typically, you would have trouble walking over a tiny little bump because of the overweight situation. Don't know why that didn't work. Or, don't know why it didn't happen. But let's get all that in there. Actually, let's turn this one into bones and eyes and circling cores. Uh-huh. More feathers. This kind of be the all the other junk. Okay, I'll put that there too. That's more of the hide things. All gear. Finally move those out of there. Come in with these arrows. Okay. I'll put wood. Body parts. Alright. That's sort of a gear thing. You can go there. You can go there. That can stay just money, and I'll keep the seeds there because they're kind of a treasure. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work. Right. Put that in with the stones. Put this in with the these items. This in there. And I'll put the extra tons of wood in there. Okay. A little bit more storage space now. Not quite so crazy. Now, since this area is covered up, I can also tear down a lot of the structure here because it no longer really serves a purpose. Gradually transition to the new structure. Tear that down. Keep the chests until kind of the last minute. Gonna have to fix the floor. You can see this floor doesn't really connect one piece to the other. leave the back pieces of the roof behind. Okay. Yep. So that the bits that are extending out. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's fix that up. That back where it went. Good. Okay. Yeah, we'll fix up the floor a little bit later on. Put back the rug so that it continues to provide comfort. Okay, a little bit rough and ready, but now I can work more easily on the rest of the building. All right. And that's fine for the moment. Nice. I will place this door so that when it opens inward, as you'll see here, goes flat against the wall and doesn't take up any of the interior space. This one I'll place it the same way, although it won't go flat against the wall, but it'll still stay out of the way. So when it's open, there. Kind of leads to the open space in the middle. I'm going to have a rear door somewhere. And then this door, I'll probably turn it the same way also, but I'm not going to build it because I don't have enough wood for it. I'm one short. Yeah, well. Okay. Good. Good. I do kind of need a way to get out the back here, so I'll just break this piece out. This isn't likely to be a door. Maybe it will. We'll see. But then this will allow me to build this door. Okay. Anytime there's an opportunity to rest, I'll always take a quick check to see if anybody's online. People could have logged off while you were busy doing other things, and you might have an opportunity to actually sleep. You know, if it's there. Oh, let's see. We got some dirt intruding there. All right, let's use our regular fix. We'll smack the ground a little bit there. Make a step to the side and level it out. Then put the floor piece back, and it looks better. And nope, no more wood. All right. So now, it's starting to look a little bit more like a completed building. It's got some walls. Looking better. Okay. Let's keep working on this tree cutting out here. More wood, more wood. It's like a giant creature that just consumes wood to survive and never has its hunger satisfied. Oh, that's something big. Yep. Grey Dwarf Brute. I'm gonna sort of dodge around him a little bit, because I really do need to collect the wood. The Grey Dwarf Brute is not contributing to that. Oh well. Here we go. Well, heck. Am I going to be okay here? He's getting healed. There's the problem right there. Alright. Gotta go after the shaman. Just, wait. How many shamans are there? Well, that's not good. Okay. Hang on a minute. I'm outnumbered out here. There's one possibility I could try. Let's see if I can jump up here. Nope. Okay. Let's try this. How much wood do I have? I got enough. I gotta stop getting poisoned. Uh-huh. You know, this will be a lot easier in a space where I have some room to run at it. How about here? Okay, put up some ladders. And you can actually walk on the top of these posts. Doesn't look like you could, but you can. Now we have a shooting platform. And we can start setting these guys on fire. Well, doesn't help if they knock you off. Gracious. Yep, they're healing themselves. Well, that's it. Alright, Shaman, you gotta go. I'm telling you, you gotta go. Okay, that's one of the shamans down. Is there another one? Hello? Okay, there's a Grey Dwarf down. There comes another shaman. Hey, guys. Just let me alone here, you know? Should do him. There we go. Well. Yeah. I keep moving just as I fire my bow. Well, let's see here. What if I move a little bit? Get a more angled shot at him. You are doing a lot of damage over here. You need to be on fire, don't you? I need more stamina. I'll go over here. This will make them walk while I eat a bit more food. So this is one of the... Uh-oh, that's trouble. This is one of the reasons I actually built the double wall, because it makes it much easier to walk on. This guy's got a star. Ah! Oh, come on. The other one bumped him just before that last shot, or I would have got him. This will be enough. Might. Oh. That'll get you. Okay. Usually a well-placed fire arrow will take out a regular gray dwarf, but it's got to hit him harder the first hit. This one's going to go. Yeah, okay. That brute's still around? Doubt he died. He probably ran off. They do that. Okay. Other thing I can do from up here is equip my hammer and repair the outer wall without having to go outside. Okay. One win for the defenses. Just shows what's possible. Fix these bits up and work on the inner wall. Oops. Okay. Patience, patience, patience is what's really required here. Step by step. Defeating these guys. Continuing to cut wood. Don't rush into things. They'll end up with some sudden deaths that you don't really need. Well. Let's see. I was throwing stuff in the water right about here. I have a feeling it's going to get a little bit worse as I move some workbenches even closer to that point in the river, so those items down there might not despawn. If so, I'll take care of them later. These guys, they never stop. Well, I made the choice to come live here. I knew what it would be like. All right. Cut some more wood. I am wet and I have no rested state. That's why my stamina stinks. I should go get rested. comfort should be higher here. Let's walk through it. Shelter, fire, 3, bed 4, rug 5. Ah, I know what else I'm missing. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? I have some pine wood. Is it going to be enough? Might be. Oh, not enough. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Okay, back to work. Let's see here. Oh. I think this was another tree that was cut down during that fight with the troll. Or maybe with the bear. Anyway. All the better. Get that cleaned up. Looks like I'm full. Uh-oh. Somebody's fighting the elder. Whenever I see one of those messages on the screen, I think, oh, I have to defend myself. But, no. That's happening elsewhere. Okay. All right. So, where are we going to put the fireplace in the new place? Let's break down the old fire and figure it out. Okay. Gonna have to move a few things. Okay. Let's get another chest in here for the money. Stuff. Place it along inside here. Out of the way for the moment. Move the money. Move the food. Meat. Vegetables. Okay. Couple of empty chests. Bit of flooring. Pick up the rug. This is one of those messy bits where you gotta move a little bit at a time. Then place some stuff down, then move another little bit. I can move the bed, I can move that. Okay. Lay down a couple more pieces of flooring. Got some floors, or some dirt showing through the floors on these guys. There, and roughly there. Level them off. Try them again. Too small to bother with. So I'll move bed inside. I'll move that here somewhere. This is just relocating it. Okay, I can take all of these items. Can I fit all these items? Not quite. Okay. Nope. Veggies. Get another couple of boxes real quick. Okay. Then we'll put gear. Yeah, try to keep it organized, please. The bow, the arrows, trophy, special seeds. Rocks go out here. Okay. Yep, extra arrows. That's empty, that's not. Take that. Gear, nope, gear here. Okay, these are both empty. Great. Bust those up, bust up the floor. All right. Put some bits of floor down. Bit by bit by bit. Ooh, big dirt showing through there. Okay. Hit it right about here. 7. Yep. Level it out. Floor back. Oh, no, that didn't work, did it? Okay. Let's see. Maybe I didn't hit it in the right spot. Right about there. Okay. I'll try that. Being difficult, eh? Let's see. Let's try standing here when I level it off instead of on the floor. That might make a difference. Okay. It's probably as good as it's going to get. Alright, we'll break up this workbench. I still have workbenches covering me from the corners out there. That's why this is working. Now, not sure where I want the workbench, but let's temporarily put it in place over here. So, can I place this without the workbench being near? I can't. So, excuse me. Yep. And I will place this on the inside, kind of just shove it into the wall. Move the workbench over. Up against it, there. Stick this little guy in and somewhere where it'll go. There. Okay, I have my level 3 workbench back. And I have my back wall clean. Good. Ho-ho. Alright, how am I doing for wood? Need more. Let's grab a whole stack. Let's finish this back wall. Okay, building. Let's put in the beams. We'll figure out where a door back here for real. I mean, that's temporary, but we'll figure out where this door is going to go. Now, this is the center of the building. And we like to have the fire kind of in the center, but let's see. So what I can do is take these out for a moment and use the 1 meter pieces like so. And that will give me snap points in the middle where I can then put in these here and here. This creates a double wide fireplace that's smack in the middle of the wall, which is kind of like the way I like it. Now, I don't have the stones to make a fireplace, so I'm going to need 10 because I'm making... No, wait a minute. I'm going to need 15. 15. So let's take 3 more here. I'm going to put in 3 fires across. 3 fires. Reasons for this is I'm going to need a space for 3 items, and while 2 fires could actually cover it, 3 will look a little better. So I get 1 in the middle. There, you know what? Let me zoom in a bit. There. Get 1 smack in the middle. Then I get 1 over here, kind of overlapping those 2 stones like that, and 1 over here, kind of overlapping. Ooh. Being difficult, are you? Well, if I turn it just a bit, there we go. Okay. Beautiful. I'll fully fuel those later, but let's get this fireplace built. So I want the outer edge of the chimney opening to be higher than the edge of the roof. This helps to keep the smoke from leaking back inside. So, I will build this up. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put up beams. Okay, get down there. Alright, so if that represents the outer edge of the opening, you can see that it's definitely above the eaves of the roof. So I'll put stuff across there. I'll fill it in. Right. Then you can see that we got a little problem. The roof is blocking it. So I'm going to take out these roof pieces for a bit. And we're going to get posts going up here, like so. And I'm going to use these half wall pieces on the inside. So the idea, there should be a definite height difference between this opening here and the top edge of that there. And that makes sure that, again, the smoke won't leak out of the fireplace. Okay. Now I can go get some more wood. Okay. I can put in these side walls. Right that way. Right. Right. And great. Now what I want to do is put in the roof facing outward to direct the smoke the other way. I'll set this to snapping on the bottom, like so. Now, what am I going to do about this little bit of opening? I'll have rain coming in here. So what I can do is turn these around. If I snap them to the bottom like that, they're overlapping the roof pieces above them, but visually, it looks fine. It looks like the roof just, ends there. And that's how you do it. Okay. Beautiful. Some posts on it. And I usually leave that top edge raw. In fact, I'm going to take off those two beams. What I'm trying to do is create as large an opening as I can get that the smoke particles will slip out well. All right. Good. There's no smoke coming in here. I have a big open fireplace, which makes it a lot easier to work inside here. So that's nice. Now, I sort of have a little chunk here that needs some walls. There's these little half wall pieces, and I can just use those to fill that up. And we're good. Oh, and a little piece across here. Yeah, all good. No problem. Let's see that, and a little half piece there. We're going to fill in the little beams across here. And we'll shove one in there. Let's see, what do we got over here? Yeah, we'll shove one in there. That looks good. And fill in this wall. Now, this is interesting. This might actually be a real good place to put a door going out to the rear. This side or this side? I think I want it on this side. So, I'm going to put a pole here, a smaller pole here. I'm going to fill this in with the little small wall pieces. And then I'm going to turn this into a doorway. And that means I'm going to fill this one in. The wall piece. And I'll tidy up the edges of that wall later on. So let's say, if I claim the bed, can I sleep here? There are enemies nearby. There are? Well, that's disappointing. Why are those enemies nearby? I don't want them to be. Let's see if we can get rid of those guys. Eat some food. We'll have to do a better job of that that access. Oh, look at all these guys. Yeah, there's a bunch of enemies here. You don't seem to have a shaman with you at the moment. That could be a problem for you. I don't seem to have stamina at the moment. That could be a problem for me. Doesn't quite do them in one go. Wow. Ah! You see, if I can get that surprise hit on him, a single arrow will kill him. But if I get a guy who's already alerted, it doesn't work. Ah! Skeleton fighting on my side. I like it. Thanks. Now I can go to sleep. What? There are no enemies nearby. What are you talking about? Skeleton walked away. Oh, skeleton came back. You want to bash my wall in too, huh? Let's see if that'll get you in one go. Yes, it will. Now, there we go. The mass is moving. Somebody's now fighting bone mass. Wow. You don't normally see a battle with elder and bone mass in such immediate proximity, but there you go. Multiplayer world. Okay, I feel rested now. I didn't need to be in bed to get rested, but just gave me a moment to lean back and relax. I've got my basic structure laid out here. I've got a good fireplace going. Need a little more wood. And I'll start to put in some of the pieces inside the fireplace. All right. think I will put the meat cooking on this side. Is that right? No, actually I'll put it here. Yeah. There's no real right or wrong answer there. I usually do 3. I could cram in more, but it doesn't really help anything. Alright, let's continue fueling these fires. So they're good and full. Nice. Let's see. Gonna put a door in here. No. How do I have items in heavy build? How did I learn to do that? I must have walked by the build station at some point. Okay. Now let's figure out where we're going to put this bed properly. I'm probably going to use the shorter section as the, as it were, bedroom area, because that's usually smaller, and use this larger section here for crafting and storage. So, of course I put the chests down here where they'll now have to be moved. Of course. The bed needs to be within range of the fire, and this fire might have limitations. Yeah, like here, I'm no longer in range of the fire. Let's see, how far do I have to get? There, right there. Okay, let's see down this way. Yeah, I'm still in range of the fire here, so it's kind of along those lines. This tells me that the bed really needs to be in this corner over here. Okay. Just sort of behind this door. And that also tells me I may want to move that door, but, you know, decisions. Anyway, I'll put the bed right here. I will put the rug in front of the fireplace, as I typically do. In fact, let me get... I may want to change that door around. Okay. Yeah, swing the other way. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, let's get 4 more. Okay. Get more wood. Yeah, and I'll put a second carpet around this way. It makes a nice, tidy place in front of the fire. Yeah, there we go. This I will move to, I'll move it behind the bed. This is a common technique I use to keep it out of the way. When I've got lots of space, I may put it in front of the fireplace, but not today. Okay, right there. Claim the bed. Now let's see. What's my comfort level here? Why am I not getting comfort here? Why am I not getting comfort here? Is it because enemies are in range? It should change my comfort. Okay, that does it. I'm definitely moving this door. Good. This one I'll fill in with just a wall. And that will let me move the bed down next to the fire. So why am I not getting comfort here? Okay, now I am. Now I'm not. This is so strange. Is it because I'm not getting shelter through these windows? They should, with the overhanging roof. Let's try something. And to do this anyway. Oh, don't do that. And to fill this in anyway. This will give me slightly more shelter in this spot. No. This is so strange. Here I'm resting. Here I'm not. It's not critical to be resting in bed, but it sure helps. So what's the problem? Huh. Okay, let's try moving it further away from the wall. Like there. And now I'm resting. And if I step on this side of the bed, I'm resting. But when the bed was closer into the wall, I wasn't. This is really strange. Okay, well, I'll leave it there for now. Right. I gotta do something about this mess here. Need to be able to walk around the house. I'm going to repair my walls again. It's very easy to forget about repairing your walls, and then suddenly they break when you were never expecting them to. So I try to make sure that I do it frequently. Might eventually put those workbenches under cover to prevent the rain damage. Not really critical. They shouldn't take any direct attacks. Something's getting in there and attacking those benches. That means some pretty big trouble is happening. Okay. I'm wet. Okay. So let me move these beehives after emptying them, of course. Get them into another place. This rear space back here, I have a couple of uses for. One is going to be for metal smelting. Here, I'm going to take this down for the moment. I'll probably put that over on this side. And the other side is probably going to be for farming. So that'll probably be over on this side. So, since I'm going to set up the smelting operation on this way and the farming there, what I probably need to do is just take out this one for the moment and move it down here. Where it will let me walk around the building a little more easily. Okay, so now I can walk through there. Great. Great. Okay. Right. And then, let's talk about our smelting operation. Let's see. Right. Wait, where is it? Here we go. I'm going to take these 10 cores, and I'm going to take 40 stone, and build a couple of things over here. The first thing you need for a smelting operation is coal to fuel the smelter, and this large dome-shaped thing is your coal kiln, charcoal kiln actually. They call it coal in the game, but of course it really is charcoal. Why is it being difficult like that? Usually this thing will snap into stuff. You are... Oh, I see why. It's the backside of its striking. Let's see. Is that good? Yeah, that's fine. The other piece is the kiln. And it has 2 openings. On this side you put the metal ore, and on that side you put the charcoal. So ideally, what I want is for the... You know, I actually want the charcoal to be on the other side. So let's try this. Turn that around. Have it face... maybe like that. Get it as close as to the walls it wants to go. Oh, these things are big fat boys. There we go. And then I'll have the... there. Out a little bit. I want to have good access to both sides of it here. Yeah. And then I need to put some chests in place. I usually put one on this side, and that is going to receive the charcoal, and then I feed the charcoal into the above. And the one on this side is where I'll put the metal ore that I'm working on, and I'll take the finished metal inside. Now, to start the charcoal processing, I need wood. Oh boy. Let's see. There we go. I think I'm down to my last dregs of wood too. Yeah. You can't actually put fine wood or core wood in there. And later on, when we have core wood running out of our ears, maybe we will. But not now. So let's go see about getting some more wood. Make sure you eat. I'm getting very low on my deer meat supply. I'm going to have a big hunting trip. Okay. Right. And in a minute here, we'll go get some metal ores and start making the magic happen. Can I not eat that? Okay. Yep, that'll be enough to get started with. Run about back and start some charcoal processing. Very often you're going to want to have multiple... You know what? I'm going to put some wood here as a source for making charcoal. Very often you're going to want to have more than one charcoal kiln going to feed your smelters. Very often you're going to want to have more than one smelter going, depending on how much metal you got coming in. But this will be enough to get us going for now. All right, let's go get some metal ore. We're putting this off for a long time, but now is the moment. Okay, and look, we have some right down here. How convenient is that? Along with all these remains. Let's see if there's any junk here we don't want. No, actually we use all that. Okay, we equip our antler pickaxe, and this is tin right here. It's grayish rock with these black veins running through it, very shiny. It's always found near water, and it usually drops 3 tin ore per vein. They never respawn, so it's one time only. And metal ores are pretty heavy, so you won't be able to carry a whole lot of it. Metal ores will also not go through portals, so you have to carry them home on a boat, in a cart, or on your back. And tin is primarily used to make bronze, but there are a few items you make directly out of tin itself. And we'll see what those are in a bit. One thing is, even though we have the tin metal, that's not going to be enough to trigger the recipes. We're also going to need some copper. We'll see that in a little bit. We've got some copper not far away. What is that? Oh, it's a deer. Doesn't look big enough for a bear. How's my weight? Yep, rising quickly. Okay. Uh-oh. I picked up too much weight. Okay. Wondered why it didn't have me pick up that stone. Let's see here. Let's see if I get rid of the stone. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Okay, good. And here's the advantage of having doors on all sides. You can just slip right in from wherever side you're on. Okay. Now we have 24. We can put up to 10 ore inside the smelter, which I will do. But it's not going to do anything until it has fuel from charcoal. Hang on a minute. I'm going to drop that in there because that's not quite enough. Didn't I have some charcoal here already? A tiny amount, I think. Yep, there it is. Okay. Nope. Yep. And there. Okay. I want to get it full for its first processing. One and one more. Okay. That gives me 20 coal, and it just fills up the capacity here. It's going to take 2 coal per piece of ore, so 10 ore, 20 coal. I get that in there, and the whole thing starts up and starts processing. And then we will watch. The metal will come popping out here in a few minutes. I don't feel rested anymore, really. Wonder why. Let's see. 28 tins, not bad to get started. Let's go pick up a little bit more because it's right here. So, is there any over this way? That's meadows, so there wouldn't be. There's something across there. Mining ore is a very loud activity, and since most of the creatures in this game are alerted by sound, it's a good bet that when you start mining ore, you're going to get all the creatures come running over here. Grey dwarves especially, but also trolls and bears. We used to call copper mining the troll summoning ritual. So they will show up. Ooh, what do we have here? Fish! I found a fish. Nice. Can't do anything with it. But I found one. Oh, there's another little bit. Yeah. Any more handy here? Run around here a little bit. How's my weight? I can take another node here. No. Hey. Another fish. What do you know? Bigger fish. Just as Qui-Gon said, there's always a bigger fish. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, hold on a minute. Wait, why am I on fire arrows? You don't bug me. Alright, now let me get the deer. He's got antlers, that means he's got a star. Nice. Ah! Oh, come on. Guess he is a little downhill. Alright. Yes, I needed some more deer meat. And look at all that. I got 4. That's nice. Any other deer? See how clearing out those small trees kind of opens up the forest around you? Makes it really easy to see into it. That's kind of the whole concept behind it. Makes it almost kind of look like a park. It's nice. Works a little differently in the Black Forest, but I'm not actually in the Black Forest here. I'm technically in the meadows where I'm living. Yes, I know it says Black Forest on my map. I think the house is in the Black Forest, but out here, I'm in the meadows, so I'm literally on the border. Okay. Let's get this meat cooking. Great. Oh. Oh, I cooked the necktail. Yeah, that's fine. Uh-huh. I'm going to put this fish in with the meat. It can become meat eventually, but not at the moment. Good. And we'll put this ore over here. Oops. Okay, we've got some tin. It says we can build a cauldron and a butcher knife. Interesting. Wonder what those are all about. Put that in there. I'll take half of this wood. Fill this guy up again. Now if we could sleep, which, no, we can't. If we could sleep, I could show you this fun little trick. Basically, what happens is you fill up your kiln and your smelter with ore and wood. Then you go to sleep, and this dramatically speeds up the processing. In fact, usually by morning, they'd all be done. This is great. It's a way to quickly speed through processing of your materials. Again, you have that issue with being a multiplayer server. Maybe if you work with people and coordinate your activities, you can get it done. Here, I'm going to put the metal in here. This is not at all where it goes, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. See if somebody's trying to sleep? No. Anyway, it just goes really, really fast, and the way you can process stuff through very quickly. Now, next thing we need... Well, honestly, the next thing we need to do is go get some more wood again. I think another trip back to the old home is probably suggested. How much time do we have here? We have enough time. We'll run through here. And again, that little fire marker I put down, I'm going to aim for that first. And then I will turn and aim for the bridge when I get down there. And probably by the time we get back, everything will have processed. Okay. Some weapons would be wise. It is nighttime. Or almost nighttime. Maybe I need to put in another marker. Tell you what, I'm going to try the same trick, but I'm going to put a marker like here, and then another one maybe there. That'll be a little bit more of thirds. Yeah. So when I come here, yes, I can just see the bridge. Beautiful. By the way, you can adjust the zoom on your mini-map out or in. I usually have it zoomed all the way in. I'm pressing the comma and period keys on the keyboard. Some of the very few keys that I have not remapped. You know what? I'm all about the wood on this trip. Let's get rid of the stone and the resin. I'll keep the eyes. Skeleton. Okay. Yeah. I'll keep those too. At some point it would be nice if we can get some lighting on this bridge. There are ways of putting light that don't need any fuel. Certain trophies that have glow to them. Well, might do that. Yep, there it is. Run through the Forsaken Circle. Right by this portal. It should be heading straight for the old house. When this is done, I'm just going to release this old house to anyone else who wants to use it. No reason to go tearing down a perfectly good structure. Oh, hello, Mr. Brute. To get that next attack. Okay, don't want the stone. Alrighty then. Nope. Yep. sure my fires are fueled up. Okay. Nope. Keep splitting that. 8, I need to... one more split. Yep, that does it. What's left over here? Veggies, meats. Take most of this with me. More veggies. Ooh, look at all the raspberries. Look at all the honey. I don't have any cooked meats here. And probably stone. Might leave that behind. I'll probably leave some of that behind. Okay. Well, that's interesting. What are all those glowy bits? Somebody put a bunch of torches along there? Interesting. Maybe a bunch of campfires? Campfires are an excellent way to suppress spawns. You lay them down, they're small, they're inconspicuous. And, oh yeah, somebody's built a bridge on this end of the river. And what is particularly nice about campfires is that they continue to work to suppress spawns, even when they're not burning. So you don't have to refuel them. In general, creatures do not... oh, come on. Creatures do not attack campfires. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Somebody's spawn is suppressing. But yeah. Usually, creatures... now, why didn't they put a bridge over here? I'll have to have a conversation with those folks. It's an obvious thing to do. Oh, hello. Not really looking to fight you right now. Thank you. So, if you're really clever with campfires, you can kind of tuck them under bushes, or you can try and hide them underground. There's a good chance they may break if they're covered up with too much dirt. You can put them underwater if you can manage to build them down there. It's not easy. So, excellent spawn suppression tool. The only way that can be a problem is if you happen to use one of those mods that keeps your campfires lit. But again, this is vanilla server. No mods here. More or less. Okay, there's the next fire over there. Is he following me? Nope, he gave up. Yeah. What is my run skill anyway? I do a lot of running. Oh, 37. Not too bad. Jump, 32. But it's almost about to go up. Let's do a little jumping. Oh, look at that. Ha ha ha. Okay. Do I have any weight? I don't. Yeah, I gotta work on that slope in the front there. Okay. Maybe put some stairs on it or something like that. Alright. Okay. Okay. All right. Take that there, take that there. Fill that up. Did I not leave any tin in there? I guess not. Oh. Oh. I see what happened. I put the tin in, but didn't put the fuel in. Yep, so it wasn't actually running. Great. All right, so with tin, I can now make the cauldron. This is one of the things that's going to go in the fire here. That's why I made enough room for 3 things. But I can't build it. First, because I don't have the tin. It's just in the box over there. The second, because I need something called a forge. Oh, that's a workbench. Okay. How do I make a forge? Don't see a forge. Well, maybe if we went and got some copper. Just a suggestion. Wait a minute. Is the nighttime over? No, it's not. Stand from the fire for a second. There we go. Daytime. Make sure we get our rested state buff all the way up. Eat some food. Okay. Copper, here we come. I'm going to take a second pickaxe for this. Well, it's good to have multiple pickaxes with the antlers. They can most certainly be repaired easily, but... what was that, necktail? Oh, I'll grab that. So, we had already marked some copper all the way down there. I'm going to keep an eye out for other copper nodes in the Black Forest. The problem is kind of similar to the problem we had with blueberries. These pieces of Black Forest are so small that they don't really have enough space to spawn some of the common Black Forest elements, including blueberries. Strangely enough, though, they have lots and lots of burial chambers. I wonder if we can do a burial chamber while we're down here. Let's at least take a peek inside these and see whether or not they maybe have been cleared out. So we'll start with this one up here. It would help if I had a weapon, wouldn't it? And some food. Didn't I already eat the food? Well. Okay, this is a mound type. There's a skeleton outside. There's only one, but that's because I killed him off. So that doesn't tell me whether it's empty or not. Let's go see. Somebody may have been here since I originally found it. All right. Yep, somebody's been in here. There's a campfire. That's not normally there. We'll just take a peek. You never know. They might have missed something. Hey, yellow mushrooms. Those are good. Those do regrow. They're the only thing in the burial chambers that do. Okay. I'm not being very cautious here because no need to be. It is presumably cleared out. Oh, downstairs. Nothing. Okay. What I will do when I get outside here is I'll gather up some wood and put an X marker in the opening. I'm following the left-hand wall, as I usually do. It may not look like I'm following the left-hand wall, but definitely am. Hold on just a moment, please. Somebody here has a question for me. It helps if I shout. Ah, one of these places. Somebody got some cores here. Nice. Huh. That made a loop around from that one to that one. That does happen. So this place is completely clear. Alright, let's gather up a little wood. We're going to need, I think, 12 wood for the workbench and then for the X marker. Not quite. Here, let's knock this down. These are the Black Forest equivalent of those small trees. Yeah, alright. So I'll throw down a bench. Put the X marker in the spot. I hear a troll. Get in there. Break that down. Get out of here. There he is. Oh, log troll guy. Okay. Let's zigzag away a little bit. Hide behind this building. See if you can lose track of me. Oops. Now go away. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Okay. Okay. Let's check this other one here. This one's right near to the copper node. That troll's going to be a problem. He'll hear almost instantly when I start mining some copper. So, he'll be around. Okay. Don't see any skellies up. There he is. Let's go inside. Nope, wrong end. This might make him lose track of us. Ah, this one has not been cleared out. Cool. Yeah, I do see that I'm coming to the end of my stream, so let's see if we can't clear this burial chamber, and then we'll call it a day. Make sure there's nobody loose down here. There is. Hello. Haha. Okay. Ah, there we go. Every circling core is precious. Treasure in the middle. Oh, we got somebody down here. Nope. Okay. Well. There's somebody back there. Ooh, I see a body pile. All right. Go for the body pile. And then defend against this guy. Usually that means better treasure. Well, it's a little something. Is there something under there? Nope. Some amber. Nice stuff. I'm going to put that away. Don't really want that. Don't really want that. Don't really need that. Don't really need that, honestly. To save these slots. Okay. Alright. One last door. Here, let me clean these up. Okay. Shield up. Ah! Alright. Okay. Is there something here? Nope. Alright, closed door. Closed door. Good. Gotta get that 1 star. Lurking behind the door there. Couldn't hit him. Treasure in the middle? Nope. Let's see what's back here. Okay. I think that would have been guarding something good. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? A lot of yellow mushrooms? Kind of disappointing. Alright, what do we have here? Some treasure. That's nice. Get rid of that. Okay. Shield up. Body pile. Get the 1 star. Get the body pile. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is the stuff. Yes. So now I have 7 more. That's enough. Oh, and some more treasure. Great. And let's see if this is the same one. It is. Okay. All right. Yeah. Turned out well in the end. Great. Pretty happy with that. Let's mark this one off. That one's been cleared. Let's see if I can get out here and safely mark this one as done. Oh, crap. Thought it was daytime. I mean nighttime, because the map showed me. See how everything's dark? Maybe that's because I'm in a dark place. Okay. Carefully. Where's he looking? He's looking this way? Huh. Oh, he says, I see a guy in there. I don't know. Do I smell anybody? Sniff, sniff. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell blueberries. No, you don't. There aren't any here. Come on, let me build. Run! Yep. Very exciting stuff. Oh. Oh, come on. Get up there. Do a quick little bit of map clearance and then head home. Ah, my rested state's just about gone. Oh. Cabin down there. Might be something good. Next time. Okay. Heading home. Didn't get any copper. Oh well. We're gonna have to go battle that troll. You know, he's just gonna attack us. So. Don't feel rested anymore. Yeah. I empathize. Another little cabin over there. Another little cabin over here. Hey, since we're walking right by it, let's peek inside. Ah, somebody else has been here. Not me, because those aren't my items. Yeah, we gotta get familiar with this ground here. This is our neighborhood, as it were. Oh. Okay. Oh, nope, that was the right spot. Okay, more circling cores. That stuff. Wood over here. Resin over here. Money inside. Right. Bank, bank, bank. Huh. Where did the rest of my yellow mushrooms go? No idea. I think I took them home. The other home. Okay. Well, had a pretty good stream today. We're going to pick it up in about 4 hours with fighting that troll, mining some copper, making a forge, seeing what we can make out of bronze. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you the next time.